Could you be Chewbacca? Could you wear a 60 pounds worth of costume and wear a fur suit that makes you dripping in sweat after only 10 minutes and walk in stilts that weigh 11.5 pounds each because I'm too short to be Chewbacca? If you want to find out what it takes to wear the suit, come along on our adventure.
Pew pew, pew pew.
So the first step to being Chewbacca is you gotta pack up your costume and check it over to get ready. So I make sure I check it over. All his hair is good, make sure no hair is missing. We check over his head to make sure he's all groomed up, because after every event he kind of gets a little on the wind-blown side. So we apply some hairspray and gel to make sure he's all good, and it's supposed to be windy tonight. So we want to make sure that he's good and he won't get all wind-blown. Messy hair, we do care. Unlike that shirt on Amazon says messy hair, we don't care. We do. Chewbacca does care. So we're gonna pack all this up, and tonight we are at a baseball game, so we're gonna get ready to play ball. One of the hardest parts of being Chewbacca is loading Chewbacca. Last but not least, can't forget the repair kit and how you actually move them, because you don't carry them like that into the venue. And now we're ready to go. The most important thing you pack is the cooler with hydration. Hydration on a hot day is very important. I know everybody says that, but liquid IV is your best friend when you're costuming in a fur costume. And the most important part of getting ready to be Chewbacca is you gotta do your makeup. Because even sexy Wookiees wear eyeliner and mascara. Unloading Chewbacca is just as much work as loading Chewbacca. Alright, we're ready to go. And you always look like you're moving in when you're Chewbacca. And then always arrive early so you can find yourself a nice big spot and spread out. Because I don't know about other Wookiees, but this Wookiee likes to spread out. My Wookiee even has his own Millennium Falcon mat, because we don't like dirty floors on hair. We keep our fur nice and clean.
So another thing with Chewbacca, you have to stand in one spot for a long time because of how many people love beating him. So if you can't stand still for a long time, he wouldn't be a great option either. Because a lot of the times the lines are so long, Caden doesn't get to move too much at all, if not at all, especially if he's in a big group. But with this, he likes to kind of isolate himself so he can move around a little bit so that he can get his legs a little bit moving. Otherwise, he cramps up a little bit. So if you have social anxiety, or if you don't like crowds or interacting with a lot of people all at once, you do not want to be Chewbacca, because when Caden's in Chewbacca for like baseball games, his lines get to be extremely long because he's the most popular character. So he usually has about a 10-15 minute line, usually, for like the minor leagues. If it's the major leagues like the Brewers, it can be anywhere from like a half hour to an hour for his line, just for him. So you really have to enjoy just meeting and greeting all the people. You gotta be careful with the kids. The kids will run up to you and just start hugging you and attacking you. And because of where they're situated at, the knees get hit because that's where they can only hug. So you gotta be careful with that with Chewie. So finally, after almost 2 hours of greeting, I finally got him a break.
Yay! This is why set powder is your friend, because otherwise you look like a melted Wookiee.
Yeah, it's pretty hot today. It's the only thing saving us is the little bit of wind that there is.
I know, but it's messing with my hair. I had to keep doing the hair flip. It's the only time I ever have to do a hair flip.
Yeah.
So I'm not good at it. Wookiee problems. We don't like everybody else likes wind because it cools them off. I don't like it because it's a double B to brush out. Struggles of a Wookiee. But we'll go back out. We have something to do in the third inning, and then
that's it for us.
Yeah, and then we're gonna walk around a little bit. I want to walk around a little bit beforehand, but then the last thing we're gonna do is the third inning because I want to go home. Well, it sounds silly, but they get a little drunk after the third inning, especially because we're in Wisconsin, so drinking is a professional sport here.
It really is. There was one year he almost got trampled when he was in Phasma.
And the old ladies are already grabsy. I've gotten like 10 to 20 butt grabs already.
Yeah, so if you don't like people touching you,
don't be a Chewy.
Don't be a Chewy.
You have to be a very touchy-feely person. It's one of the very strong recommendations I have because everybody wants to hug and touch you.
I did kind of explain stuff to them, but yeah, I didn't explain that.
They probably had to listen to you explaining as they heard, oh, oh.
I was kind of far away when I was explaining it.
I know, but my mic was on. I was wearing my mic, so.
So hopefully you heard my explanation of the do's and don'ts, if you want to do it or not.
I reapplied hairspray and I fixed him up.
So
he looks a lot better now.
He looks a lot better. He was starting to look sad from the wind.
Just a little disheveled. We're just disheveled. Yeah. We're not sad, disheveled. All right, let's get back out there.
So right now we're just waiting for the bottom of the third to get done because Chewy's got to, I guess, judge or roar. I don't know. So we're just sitting around waiting. That's another thing. When you have baseball games, they pretty much make you do stuff.
So that's what it takes to be a Chewbacca. Lots of patience with a lot of love and a lot of hugs. And good skills with a comb. But as long as you have good stamina, it's a hot costume on a hot day, and you stay hydrated. He's the best costume I own. I have a Stormtrooper and I have Captain Phasma. He's hands down my favorite because I love how loving and awesome he is. He's a very popular costume, so if you are not a big attention-grabbing person, you don't like all the attention on you, it's not a good costume for you. You have to be kind of a little bit of an outgoing person. Even like I'm not the most outgoing person when I'm out of costume, but in costume, I become Chewbacca. I had to show though this really cool souvenir cup that we got. It's supposed to be a beer cup, but I didn't get it filled with beer. I just wanted the cup, so they were charging $25 for the cup. It's got like a nice can cozy grip and it sits down. I think it's a great cup. They came in the green, blue, and red, which the red kind of looked like pink because it was kind of translucent. I like the green the best because it had like a solid color. But thank you for coming along on our adventure. They did not, by the way, they didn't give this to me. I bought it. It was $25. But thank you for coming along on our Chewbacca adventure. I hope this helps future Wookiees, or maybe just if you learned something fun about a costume you were curious about. Thanks for coming along on our adventure. Bye!